morning. This is Maureen Drenville from the Helena Family YMCA, and I'm recording to you live today from, the YMCA. My internet's too slow. But thanks for joining me. We're going to be doing Pilates II today, so it will be some more advanced moves, rollings. So listen to your body, be able to do what you can do, and give yourself permission to not do a movement if it's not for you today. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start seating on the mat today. You just let your hands come behind your thighs and sit tall on your sit bones. Engage your pelvic floor and then lengthen away from the ground. Let your shoulders be in their pockets, gliding down your spine, and lengthen out tall through the crown of your head. Then I want you to take that navel, draw that navel, your belly button, to your backbone and draw it up to your shoulder blades, just finding a little more length in your spine. We're going to release those arms, and we're going to roll ourselves out one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way onto the mat. So with your feet flat and your knees bent, we're going to start with our pelvis to find our neutral. So let yourself flatten your lower back and release into the opposite direction. We do want to move using, of course, our muscles, our abdominal muscles, and release. So think about your pelvic clock, space hip bone to hip bone, pubic bone to belly button. Engage that area. Let those hip bones be drawn together. Let your pubic bone be zipped up to your belly button. And keep it there all during class. So we're going to do one more time. We're going to tilt into the lower back. And as we release, lengthen out. Want your hip bones to be pointed straight to the sky, your tailbone to be long on the mat. And we create a natural arch in our lower back. I want you to move up to the rib cage area and draw your rib cage to the mat. Think about your rib cage, your lower rib, reaching down toward your hip bones, yet lengthening away from it, creating length between your lower rib and your hip bones. And we'll move to the upper spine, to our shoulders. Right here, reach those fingertips upward. Feel your scapula spread out across your upper back, but feel your vertebrae between your scapulas on the mat. And then release, let the shoulder blades glide down. We'll do that one more time. Reach them upward. Still allow that rib cage to be drawn towards the mat. And release. Then to take our arms out at a high diagonal, doing so not to lift up through your rib cage area. Sweep the ceiling, draw your hands to your mat. So as we reach out, definitely be engaged in those obliques. They crisscross along the waistline. Hook into your front pockets, they hook into your back pockets. Right here, hands on the mat, we're going to lift into a curl. So pelvis stays stable, and we're going to lower out. We lift through the crown of our head first, so we tuck our chin to start that lift, like we're holding a grapefruit between our chin and our chest. We're going to go two more. And lower it out. One more. Let's stay here and raise your arms up to lower it out. Remember to take your gaze towards your thighs and lower it out. Stay zipped up in your lower abs. We're going to do one more. Hands come onto the mat and lower down. Take a second and float your head side to side. We're going to move into our 100 here. So we'll draw right leg tabletop, left leg tabletop. If legs up is not for you, please keep your feet on the floor. Lift into a curled position. Arms will reach towards the end of your mat as they float off the mat. And we're going to begin to pump our arms. We inhale. As you exhale, lengthen into your legs and move them to your working position. Inhale, a nice strong pump. Exhale. Inhale to exhale. Get that belly button drawn to the backbone. Inhale to exhale. Let your shoulder blades stay reaching down your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Let your legs be lengthened and pressed together. Inhale to exhale. Remember in Pilates, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Make sure you're smiling. One more breath. Inhale to exhale. We'll lower down, lower your left leg, lower your right leg. Legs together for roll-ups. So arms come up.
through that rib cage, watch that rib cage, and they go out at a high diagonal. Well, inhale, raise our arms to 90. Exhale, roll yourself off the mat. Be lengthened, be scooped deep. Arms come up and over. Look at your belly and roll yourself down. Keep those shoulder blades reaching down your spine. Inhale to exhale. Pull that belly button in. Scoop deep. Up and over. Shoulder blades should be reaching down your spine. Inhale to exhale. That's only number 3. We do 8 of these. Inhale to exhale. Pull your belly button in strong. Make sure you're breathing. We want to never hold our breath. Inhale to exhale. Three more. Try not to pop. Two more. Inhale to exhale. Pull that belly button to that spine strong. Shoulders reaching down your spine. And roll it out. All the way onto the mat. Excuse me, I have to ooch back onto my mat. Moving with rollovers, so bring those legs into tabletop. Remember, if rollovers is not for you, please do not move into it. As we do a rollover, our weight goes onto our shoulders, never onto our necks. So bring your legs skyward. Arms pressed firm into the mat. Exhale, take it over. Legs parallel, flex your feet, and take your legs hip width apart. Reach out through those heels and roll it out. One vertebrae at a time. Laying yourself out onto the mat. Bring your legs together. Zip them together. Inhale to exhale. Remember, arms lengthened out. Flex your feet. Keep your gaze skyward. Don't want to rotate your head side to side. Right here, lengthen out through your waistline. Find a little bit more length. Legs parallel, and roll it out. All the way onto the mat. Keep your legs apart on this one, and draw yourself up and over. Keep your feet flexed. Remember to lengthen out in that waistline here. Legs parallel with the ground. Now zip them together. Lengthen out through your feet, and roll it out. All the way down. Legs are straight up at the sky. Shoulders are in their pockets. Lower your left leg and flex that left foot. Externally rotate your right leg. Single leg circle here. We're going to take it past center line. Draw it down and back up. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Circle is as big as you can make it while staying very stable in the rest of your body. Only moving out of that right hip. Inhale to exhale. Last one. On top, reverse it. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. One more. On top, lower the right leg to bring up the left. Flex your right foot, externally rotate that left leg. Take it past center line, draw it down and up. Inhale to exhale. Try to keep the back of the right thigh pressed into the mat, or drawn towards the mat. I'm going to go one more. Up on top, reverse it. Inhale to exhale. more. On tap, lower that leg. Bring yourself seated.
Rolling like a ball.
Press yourself to your feet. Arms wrap around the outside of your legs and hold onto your ankles. Try to connect your heels to your sit bones and draw yourself tall. We're going to exhale, come into a balance. So let your gaze be forward for now, shoulders in their pockets. Engage strong into those obliques, of course into your lower abs. Tuck your tailbone. Without slouching, tuck your chin. Careful not to slouch. Round your spine, a capital C, because we are the capital city. Here you go, we're going to roll back to roll up. Shoulders stay reaching down your spine, lengthened in your spine and also lengthened into your waistline. Feet shouldn't swing. Roll back, to roll up. We're just going to do one more time. Come on, lengthen your spine. Right, lengthen. Exhale, lengthen a little bit more. Remember to engage your pelvic floor and release those legs. Let your left leg come out. Just bring yourself back, more centered mat. Okay, we're going to go into that ab series. Today, let's try to do all 4 moves together. So that means we stay in a curl. If you do need to come down for a moment, please come down. But left hand on your knee, right hand on your ankle. Elbows lifted, shoulders in their pockets. We're going to round ourselves down. Staying in a curl. Left leg is lifted. Here you go. Let's inhale, switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Remember your sit bones reaching towards the end of your mat as your knees come in. Inhale to exhale. Inhale. Shoulders reaching down your spine. One more breath. We're going to transition right into double leg stretch. If you need to come out of that curl for a moment, please do. But right here, inhale. Arms go out, legs go out. Keep that belly pulled in. Lengthen, lengthen. Draw it together. Inhale. Try not to arch your back. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. 2 more. Stay lifted up over that rib cage. Last one. Legs straight up. Lower your right leg. Hands as far up as you can reach on that left leg. Let's bring that right leg up just a little bit. Here you go. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Scissors to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Keep that belly drawn to your backbone. Make sure your pelvic clock is engaged. Inhale to exhale. One more breath. Both legs up, leg lowers, arms in a T. Stack your hands behind your head. Let's lower to lift. Lower to lift. Lengthen. Lower. Rib cage reaching together, reaching towards your hip bones. Pull that belly button to your backbone. Don't let your belly pop up. I know we're almost there. So even on that inhale, keep that belly button to the backbone. 2 more. Last one. Whew, and come down. Hug those knees in. Make sure you're breathing. And release. Arms in a T. We're going to bend at the elbows. We're going to stack our hands behind our head. Crisscross. Legs into tabletop. Elbows out wide. Core be engaged. Exhale into a curl. Shoot out your right leg. Rotate right shoulder to left knee. Look over your left shoulder. And switch. Look over your right shoulder. And switch. Make sure your knees are tracking in center line. Elbows should stay wide. Inhale to exhale, 2 more breaths. Last one. And come down. Hug those knees in. Release your legs. You can go ahead and take them out. We're going to bring ourselves seated. So sit tall and your sit bones and flex your feet. Okay. Let your legs be together, press together. We are doing spine stretch forward. So engage your pelvic floor. Sit very light on your sit bones. Think about just floating on the ground. Arms out in front, parallel with your legs. Again, shoulders in their pockets. So we inhale, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Get a little taller. Exhale, come up and over. I want you to imagine a porcupine sitting on your thighs and you don't want to touch his quills. So pull that belly button up towards the shoulder blades and stack it up tall. All the way up through the crown of your head. Inhale to exhale. Remember to keep your pelvic floor engaged. And stack it up. Inhale to exhale. Stack it up. One more. Inhale to exhale. Stack it up. Arms into a T. Take your legs out wide. Saw. So let's externally rotate out of the hips. Arms strong out into your T. And again, still engaged in your pelvic floor. We're going to rotate to the left. Okay. Exhale. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Reach those fingertips away from each other. Now get this. Round your right sit bone. Inhale up. Exhale center. Inhale. Exhale. Look over your right hand here. Round your left sit bone. Inhale up. Exhale center. Remember, we want to stay lengthened. Try not to sink into your vertebrae as you're doing your rotating. Inhale up. Exhale center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale center. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to let your hips shift. Legs stay lengthened out. We're going to go one more each side. Inhale up. Exhale center. Last one. Bring it up and into center. Release those arms. Roll the shoulders. Hold on to your ankles. So we're going to practice open leg rocker. Practice. Always making it better. Bring your legs back, your feet back. And so hands are holding onto the inside of your ankles. Shoulders in their pockets. We're going to come into a balance. And so right here, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to lengthen out tall through the crown of your head. So I want you to stay long as you lengthen your leg. Let's exhale, take out that right leg. If you can't be on your ankle, come mid-calf or behind your knee. But be careful not to round back here. Bend your knee. Let's take out the left leg. And bring it in. Exhale, as we lengthen the leg, lengthen your spine. Bend your knee. Shoulders should stay reaching down your spine. And your gaze is forward. And bend. Once more, but this time we're going to take out that right, and we're going to take out the left, joining them together. Shoulders in their pockets. Remember, you could be here. We're going to roll. It's a quick rock, just to the shoulder blades and up. You can be here also. It's a nice, smooth movement, rounding. If you are not able to do this, you can hold your balance. It is still a lot of work. Remember, we roll to the shoulder, tips of the shoulder blades, not onto your neck. Last one. Legs together, right? Let's let go of those legs. Whew. How's that feel? Roll back to bring your legs straight up, hands on the mat. We're going to do corkscrew here. Take those legs a little to the right. Draw them down, over to the left. We are drawing a small circle, back up into center. To the left. Draw them down. Keep the belly button drawn to the backbone. Don't want to blow up your belly here. Inhale to exhale. One more of each. Last one. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Both feet on the mat. So we're gonna do shoulder bridge work. Feet flat, arms strong on the mat next to your body. We're gonna exhale, lift straight up. Feet pressed firm into the mat, engage strong and lengthened. Weight is on your shoulders, not onto your neck. Let's roll ourselves out. Keep your gaze skyward. Try not to let the head move to lift into shoulder bridge. And roll it out. Keep zipped up strong. And lift up to roll it out. Lift up to roll it out. Remember to have your pelvic floor engaged. So I would like you to take your arms skyward, if that's available. And we're gonna lift up and roll it out. One more time. Lift up to roll it out. Then we'll put our hands back onto the mat, and we will lift to work at this position. So lift up and bring left leg tabletop. Try to keep those hips straight across from each other. Lengthen your left leg skyward. Engage strong. Here we go. We're going to tap to raise. Tap to raise. Stay long to raise. Tap to raise. Leave your left leg up. Okay. Roll down centered. One vertebrae at a time. All the way onto the mat. Bend your left knee. Lift back up. Right leg tabletop. Lift it. Stay gaze skyward. Tap to raise. Tap to raise. One more. Let's leave it there and then roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. And release. Do allow your knees to just sway side to side. And we're going to lengthen our legs out. Actually, lengthen out your left leg. Press yourself with your right foot to roll onto your left side. And lengthen out. So legs together in the back. Let your feet be flexed. Arm, right hand grounded on the mat in front of you. Be engaged. So feet are flexed. We're straight out back. And we're going to lift those legs up and bring them forward just a few inches. Not to the front corner, just a few inches. We're going to lower to raise. Lower to raise. We do want to be on our side, not laying back on your glutes. So our hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. 6, 7. We're going to leave it lifted here. Feet flexed, lengthen through your legs. Lower your bottom leg, raise it up. So top leg should be hip high. Here's 3, 4. And we're going to keep that belly button drawn to your backbone. Here's 6, 7, 8. Leave them together and bring them to the front corner of your mat. And release. Externally rotate. So heels are together, toes are apart. We're going to do front back. So top leg comes forward. Take it to the back. Keep your left leg grounded onto the mat and lengthened out. Inhale to exhale. Shoulders are reaching down their spine still. Try to let the movement be at the hip, not in the waistline. And we can do smaller movement if that's where you are. We're just going to do one more. Then heels together, toes apart. For up, down, bring that top leg forward. Upward to lengthen down. Bring it up to lengthen down. Let's move through the ankle here. Let's flex the foot up. Lengthen through the foot to take it down. Flex to lengthen. Try to be externally rotated. Remember, your movement can be small, does not need to go up as high as mine or your neighbor's. 2 more. Last one. And we'll move with passe. So bend your knee. Right knee bent. Lengthen your leg. Right here, keep that bottom hip on the mat. Flex together. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Reverse it, draw it straight up. Bend the knee, zip it out. Bring it straight up. Bend the knee, zip it out. Bring it straight up. Bend the knee, zip it out. Small circles, 5 of them to the front. Let's go 1, 2. Don't look at your foot, but try to make it small. Here's 4 and 5. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to move with bicycle. So legs are together still, heels together, toes apart. Top leg comes to the front. Then we're going to bend our knee, connect your heel to your sit bone here. Keep that knee bent to take your leg to the back. Lengthen your leg out back, then bring it forward. Inhale to exhale. Keep your belly button drawn to your backbone. Try not to sway your back to do this movement. We're going to reverse, so we come forward to take it back. Kick yourself, draw it through, lengthen, take it back. Kick yourself, bring it through, lengthen, last one. Right here in the back, bend your knee, and let's just hold on to our ankle. Woo-hoo. Stretch that hamstring. Still stay engaged. Not your hamstring, sorry, your quad. And release. So we're going to press up, and we're going to bend our left elbow. We're going to do a side plank. Didn't do one on Tuesday, but we are today. You have many options. You can be on an elbow. You can have your feet stacked, inside edges of your feet together. Be lifted here, not sagging. Be stacked straight up. You can be on a knee and an elbow if that's where you need to be. We're going to do a 30-second hold. Another option is you could be long arm and knee, or you can come fully straight up. Feet stacked, if that's available. You can bring that top arm up. And do breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Your feet can be separated if you need to. Top leg in front, bottom leg in back. Inhale to exhale. Try to be lengthened in your breath, not short, shallow ones. You only have 10 more seconds. Let's do one more breath. And we'll lower down. So bring your legs around. No fancy transitions. We're going to come to the other side. So set yourself up. Gaze is forward. Abs are engaged. Top hand grounded on the mat in front of you. We're going to lift those legs up. Bring them forward just a little bit. And lower to raise. Keep your feet flexed. Remember that left hand is pressed strong into the mat in front of your rib cage. Exhale to lift. This one we're going to leave them lifted. We're going to lower the bottom leg to raise it up. One more. Leave them lifted. Bring them to the front corner of your mat. Externally rotate. Heels together, toes apart for front back. Bring it forward to take it back. Remember, this movement comes out of your hip. Keep that right leg lengthening long on the mat. But your left leg is also lengthening as you move it. You can come just a little to the front if that's where you are. You can come all the way to the front if it's available for you. One more. Heels together, toes apart for up, down. Bring it up to lengthen down. Bring it up to lengthen down. Remember to move at the ankle too. Let's flex that foot and lengthen through it. Bring it up to lengthen down. Inhale to exhale. That bottom leg should be pressed into the mat and lengthening, not lifting with that top leg. 2 more. Last one. So heels are together, toes are apart for passe. Bend your knee, lengthen up. legs together. Try to keep those hips stacked. Try not to let that left hip drop into your top waistline. One more in this direction. Reverse it, draw it up, bend the knee, lengthen out. Draw it up, bend the knee, lengthen out. One more. Let's circle that bottom leg, the top leg. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we got bicycle, ready? Here we go, top leg, left leg, bring it forward, bend your left knee, take it past center line, lengthen out back. Bring it forward, bend the knee, take it to the back, and lengthen. One more time, forward, bend the knee, past midline, lengthen. We're gonna bring it forward to take it back. We're reversing our direction. Bend your knee, bring it through, lengthen. One more. Right here, bend your knee, hold on to your ankle. Make sure you're breathing. And release. We have that side plank to do, so come to where you are. And where you can be elbow and knee, long arm and knee. But we want to be stacked up here, stacked in your shoulders. And we're lifted away from the ground. Try not to sink into the ground, but lift away from the ground. And we do breathe. Inhale to exhale. One more nice deep breath. Inhale to exhale. And lower down. Come into plank and then lower into child's pose. Just give yourself time to stretch your lower back. So we'll lift onto hands and knees here. I want you to step forward into a kneeling plank. You can be into full plank if you would like. But wherever you are, just go ahead and take those hands wide. We are going to lower ourselves to the mat. Remember, the nose is not the first thing to come to the mat, and neither is your belly. Your belly actually will be the last thing to come to the mat. So here we go, lower down. All the way down. Lengthen out your legs and stretch your arms out front. Let your arms be out the front corners of your mat. But right here, I want you to get into your form. So rib cage should be reaching down towards your hip bones. Belly button should be drawn to your backbone. Zipped up in your pelvic floor. Shoulders in their pockets. And long out through the crown of your head. So we're going to do some swim. But let's just do some swim prep and then we'll move into swim. Let's exhale, lift our left leg. And lower. And lift your right leg. And lower. Lift your left arm. Try not to shrug the shoulders to lift. And lower. Lift your right arm. And lower. So right here, we're going to lift both legs if it's available and both arms. And your forehead is off the mat. And we're going to swim for 3 breaths. So we flutter the arms to flutter the legs. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. One more breath. Inhale to exhale. And lower down. Rock your hips side to side. And stack your hands. Shoulders in their pockets. We're going to lift to work for back series. So shoulders in their pockets. Long out through the crown of your head. Now I want you to be lifted where you can be lifted. If you can, bring those elbows right in underneath your shoulders. Make fist and bring your fist together. That's a good place to be if that's for your back. Or you can spread those elbows out just a little bit and lower gently in your chest and have your shoulders in their pockets and hands stacked. So legs fully together. Zip into those lower abs. Here we go, right leg, no, we'll go left leg first. Left leg lift. Let's lift it to lower. Exhale to lift, to lower. So we are using our core. It's holding us, it's stabilizing us, it's powering us. We also, legs are active. Your back's active here. Glutes are also active. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Allow your right leg to be active also. It's pressed into the mat and it's lengthened into the mat. One more. In, release, other leg, right leg. With each exhale, not only are you lengthening through your legs, you're lengthening through your spine. One more. And lower. Rock your hips gently side to side. Legs are still together. Shoulders are in their pockets. We're going to bend our left knee for single leg kick. Let's go 1, 2, lengthen out. 1, 2, lengthen out. Flex to lengthen. Flex to lengthen. Shoulders, always check your shoulders. One more. Right leg, flex to lengthen. We got one more. And release, lower down, rock your hips side to side. And bring your hands back for a double leg kick. So hook your thumbs, fingertips long, and rotate your head to the right side of your head. Bend your elbows, hands come to rib cage, elbows and shoulders are soft to the mat. Legs are together. We're going to bend both knees. We pulse them in 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen out, lift your chest, stretch your arms, rotate your head, and come back down to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, lift, rotate, and down. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, lift, rotate, and down. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, rotate, and down. Again, 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, lift, rotate, and down. One more. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, lift, rotate, and down. Bring those arms out front. Slide them underneath your shoulders. We're going to do swan. Elbows are close to your side. Gaze is at the floor. Fully engaged, please. So we're going to take ourselves, we're going to inhale. We push a marble with our nose to take our gaze out the front edge of our mat. Exhale to press up. Once you look over your left shoulder, do a neck roll. Roll your chin across your collarbone, over to the right, into center, and lower down. Do remember in swan, our neck stays very long. We want to be careful not to sink into our shoulders, but lengthen away from them. So here we go. Inhale to exhale. Look over your right shoulder. Trace your chin across your collarbone, over to the front, back into center, to lower down. We'll do this one more time. Inhale to exhale. No neck roll. And lower down. Press back in child's pose. And round yourself up. Bring your feet around front. Knees bent, feet flat, and sit very tall on your sit bones. Make sure that belly button's drawn to your backbone and upward. We're going to throw in a teaser move here. So arms out front, and we're going to round ourselves down. Shoulders in their pockets. So make sure you're in your form. Arms up at 90, then take them out at a high diagonal. Feet stay grounded, legs stay pressed together here. We're gonna raise our arms to 90 on that inhale. Exhale, roll up. Right here we stop at a 45-degree angle. Arms are parallel with our legs. Spine is lengthened, shoulders are in their pockets. We're like we're on an incline bench here. And roll down. Inhale to exhale. Lengthen your spine and roll it out. Keep your gaze forward. Inhale to exhale. Ready to lift that right leg. Tap it to raise it. Stay long in your spine. Tap it to raise. One more. And bend your right knee. Let's take up that left. Tap it to raise it. Tap it to raise it. One more. And bend your knee. Right here, let's take up both legs if it's available. We're going to roll down. Keep those legs lifted to roll up. Pull that belly button strong to the backbone. Lengthen your spine here. Lengthen, lengthen. Do it one more time. Lengthen, shoulders in their pockets. Nice. And release. We're going to end with seal. Clap your hands, dive in between your legs. Hold on to the top edges of your feet if that's available. Inside edges of your feet together. We roll 3 times. On that third one, we're going to release our legs, cross our legs, and come standing. So, we're going to rock back to rock up. Shoulders in their pockets. Rock back to rock up. One more time. Oh, darn it, I messed up. One more time. Release those legs, cross them, stand up. And we're going to spin it around. Heels together, toes apart. Fan those arms up. Dive yourself over a barrel. Walk out for a plank. 1, 2, 3. Heels are together, toes are apart. Leg extension. We're going to press forward on our toes. Just shifting our weight. Lift your right leg and lengthen out. Lower your right leg. Press back through your heels. Press forward on your toes. Lift and lengthen that left leg. Lower that left leg. And we're going to walk back. Try to stay on those toes if it's available. Heels are together, toes are apart. Roll yourself up. Arms come up. Lower those heels. Release your arms. Roll the shoulders up. Make sure they're back. And walk tall. Have a great day. See you next week.